Stephen A., Skip likes them to win the West, but isn't ready to go all the way to NBA champion yet. Are you?
Skip, Bayless, I have something to say to you. It's very important that I say this to you because I'm not you, sir. I'm a little bit different than you, Joker, okay? I give credit where credit is due. I'm going to shake your hand today on the San Antonio Spurs.
It's not time yet.
You're going to leave me hanging?
I'm not going to leave you hanging.
You're going to leave me hanging on national television?
Wait.
This is bad.
I see premeditated madness
I
here.
promise.
I
promise you. No, I promise.
I see
listen,
something between the lines here.
I promise you. I promise you. I'm not joking. I was in L.A. all weekend, as you well know. I don't think anybody can beat the Spurs. I picked Oklahoma City to meet the Miami Heat. I don't think Oklahoma City can beat San Antonio.
So you're switching your pick.
I don't think, a matter of fact, I know that the only way Miami can beat the Spurs is if LeBron and D. Wade duplicate their performance yesterday. I mean, they'd have to do
Well, do they need Chris Bosh back, too?
I'm saying with Chris Bosh.
They've got to still play as well as they did yesterday.
They have to do what they have to do, all right? I'm not ready to book the San Antonio Spurs as champions. What I'm trying to say to you is forget the West. They're the favorites to win it all. These dudes, they don't have a weakness. They don't have a weakness. I watch these guys over. I'm sitting there, I'm looking at the Clippers. You have no chance. Zero. Nothing. Nada. I like this book. This is over. They were up 24 points, and I was at Staples Center, and I was looking at people. Y'all know they're going to lose, right? You know the Clippers going to lose. They're not winning this game. They were up 24, and I was sitting there looking at fans at the Staples Center. Y'all know they're going to lose, right? They're not holding on to this. They're going to come. Perimeter shooting, rebounding, experience, youth, leadership, coaching. I mean, Vinny Del Negro, Lord, talk about being exposed. I mean, he couldn't adjust. I mean, simple pick and rolls and backdoor cuts, he couldn't adjust to. I mean, it's just ridiculous. It was embarrassing, to be quite honest with you. The clinic they put on Saturday. Like, why did they even show up last day, even though it was a competitive game? Why did they even bother showing up? It was that bad. And when I look at them, I just say to myself, what you gonna do? What are you gonna do? And this is the key for me. I wasn't even watching them against the Clippers because it was irrelevant to me. I was imagining Westbrook and Durant against them. I was imagining LeBron and D. Wade against them. And I was like, how can you beat these guys? How are you gonna beat them? They beat themselves. They spent a big chunk of game 4 beating themselves. You can't beat them. You have to hope they beat themselves. That's the only way, unless it's a Herculean performance. I'm not ready to book championship, but they are officially my favorites to win it all.
So you're switching your pick in the West to Spurs over Thunder.
Probably.
Probably. You got them winning the whole thing.
Again, if Westbrook and Durant can average 40, you know, like I said, that's why I say the caveats there. But I'm not going to sit up here. You know, I'm confident in the picks that I usually make. I'm trying to tell you I have no confidence picking against the Spurs at any time.
Sometimes you have to react to what you see.
At any time. And I'm reacting to what I saw and what I'm watching. And they don't have a weakness. They don't have a weakness.
Okay. I have something very important to say to you.
By the way, I'll never stick my hand out to shake your hand.
Okay, this is what I'm gonna say.
Got you.
You know I love you like a brother.
Yes, sir.
You know I would be honored to shake your hand under any other circumstance except this one.
Right.
Because I believe that deep down in there, you're trying to pull one over on me.
I swear
You're trying to jinx my Spurs. You're trying to get me to shake on it as if it's a done deal when the truth is, I say it right here, right now. The playoffs have not started for my San Antonio Spurs.
Oh, I agree.
Not, as they all said to a man last night, and it was late last night, they all said, we have proven zero. We have done nothing that we weren't expected to do. Now it starts. And I got to tell you, you're there saying, oh, watch them come back from 24. I thought it was a bad sign that they fell down 24 points to the Clippers, even at Staples. I thought it was a worse sign that my Spurs basically didn't show up last night. They were not into it. They were half speed mentally. And we'll do this, we'll do that. And they were very fortunate. Chris Paul spit the bit at the end of the game. Use a Kentucky Derby Preakness analogy.
Oh, wet the bed. Pick one.
Well, I don't like that one,
Okay.
but I'll do spit the bit. And Chris Paul, and again, is he Nick? Yeah, he's got this and he's got that. He's got 15 little things wrong with him. I thought he moved okay last night, but he didn't move okay on the last 2 plays of the game when they had a chance to make it go 5 games. And my final point is, even though Tiago Splitter had 11 and 7 last night, it was the one bright spot. He was the bright spot for the Spurs. My final point is, the Spurs did themselves no favors sweeping the Clippers, and now they have to take another week off. Rust bills for the older players. They have to go from Sunday all the way to Sunday before they play game 1 at home against the Thunder, and it scares me.
I'm going to be, I'm seriously am not trying to jinx them. As much as I don't want to go to the Riverwalk, I am not trying to jinx them. I'm just calling it like I see it.
All right,
That's what
I respect
do.
that.
And I will say to you this. You are diminished to a perimeter team playing them. You're not getting anything inside. Yeah. The only team, the best matchup against the Spurs are the Lakers because of Bynum and Gasol.
And I remind you,
they're about to go home.
Okay, and the Spurs destroyed the Lakers the last 2 times they played, both at Staples and in San Antonio. Yeah. Just ran them off the floor.
I understand that. That's the best matchup because of size. If you don't have anybody, Oklahoma City and Miami have no post game to speak of. You cannot.
Well, you got it in for Ibaka today, don't you?
No, Ibaka's defensively, he's big time. Offensively, he's not a post player. That's never been his game. I'm not disrespecting him at all. It's just not his game. But the point is, you don't have anything. You're not going to beat the Spurs shooting a bunch of jump shots. It's going to take a Herculean effort from the dynamic duo for Oklahoma City or Miami to up in these boys. That's the only shot you've got.
You're not ready to say the Spurs are going to win it all yet.
Nope.
Not there.
I stick by what I said. They will win the West.